Good grief. Why do they never go in for me?
Hey everyone, back again with another Vinyl Wodge. This time we've got a lot of country records. Not a lot, just a little Wodge. Right, getting into it. So first one, I found this next record at a car boot sale. I was there with my daughter and we just popped along. She wanted to go, so I took her. She wanted to look for toys and stuff. Little pet shop, I don't know. Anyway, she wanted to look for stuff. And I was just looking through a box of records and there was pants in there. But then I came across this, this was actually sealed when I bought it. A couple of quid. I mean, the cover's in pretty pristine condition. Absolutely joy to play. Never been opened, never been touched. I think it's a fairly early pressing. I can't quite match up the matrix numbers on Discogs, but on that CBS label, I think it's an early 70s pressing. I think. So this has been sealed for, I don't know, 9 or 30 years, 40 years? Nearly as old as me, this record. Absolute joy to play. Absolutely fantastic. I've wanted a copy of San Quentin for a while. I just love the performances on it. I love his interaction with the crowd. I think it's a great album, great live album as well. Absolutely brilliant. So Johnny Cash at San Quentin. Absolutely fabulous to find that one sealed. I also found this one, I picked this up for I think 50p from a charity shop. This is The Legend of Jesse James. So this is composed by a guy called Paul Kennelly. Now he did do a previous album based on the Civil War, I think, and Headley's informed me that that is a better album. But this is a great listen. I really enjoyed it. So it's a Legend of Jesse James, and it's got an all-star cast on it. And it's got Levin Helm, Johnny Cash, Emmylou Harris, Charlie Daniels, and Albert Lee playing guitar on a lot of it. So there's all kinds of lyrics with info about Jesse James. Yeah, it was a great listen. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I do like, what's the name of that film? Oh, Long Riders. Is it Long Riders? About the Cole, that was a Cole, no. Was that the Cole Young Gang? That's Jesse James, isn't it? On AMM. A&M. God, what's the matter with my mouth today? It's not working properly. Yeah, really good listen. Really enjoyed this. And you really have to listen to it properly. It's like a kind of, almost like a radio musical. Fantastic album. Right, picked up another Patsy Cline album. So I think this is a compilation. So this is A Legend on Ember Records. Now, as far as I can tell, this is an original copy from, and I think it was released in 1964, I think. And it's got a lot of songs that I don't know by her, which is really good. What's it say on here? Yeah, 1964. On the Ember label, there it is. Fantastic condition. I don't think this has hardly been played, to be honest. Always have a look at Patsy Cline records, but they're always wrecked. I don't know what it is about her stuff, but this one's in really good shape. So I love that. Also picked up, and I think I might have picked some of these up together. Also picked up a copy of Lester Flatt, Rollin'. 1976 on Gusto. Great album. Really enjoyed this. I think it's now I don't think these are original recordings, but I think they're previously recorded songs on here, and I think he's re-recorded a lot of old stuff. Things like Drink That Mash and Talk That Trash, Mocking Banjo, Sunny Side of the Mountain, I'm Gonna Sleep With One Eye Open, that's a good song. on the Ember label. That's quite a nice label, isn't it? So that was brilliant as well. Love this. Am I going to get this back in? Nope. What is it about country records and they're hard to get? The sleeves are so tight. It's really hard to get the sleeves back, the records back in. I don't know what it is. My intro that was made for me by James Griffiths quite a while ago now, I think, is a Tom T. Hall album that I can't get back in the sleeve, and we'd have another one there. Right. Next up, we've got an album by a country star, but it's not really a country album. This is Heartbreaker by Dolly Parton. So this is one of her post-crossover albums. Look at that gatefold, look at that, in all her glory. It's actually quite a nice sleeve, wrap-around sleeve, there we go. Could enter this for that pink competition that's going around at the moment. Quite a lot. I think it's the most pink on a record cover I've got. What label was it on? On that brown RCA. I've seen that before somewhere. Not sure where. Not sure what album I've got. But I've seen that colour RCA. So this is quite a mixed bag actually. She's got disco tracks. So things like, wait a minute, I Want to Fall in Love, I think was a disco thing. With You Gone, I think. It's got pop stuff. More typical country like Nickels and Dimes. But it's got a brilliant kind of almost Southern soul. But it's a really funky track. I didn't know she recorded anything like this. It's called Sure Thing. It's a superb track. Absolutely brilliant. And I love listening to that. It was a real good listen. It's great stuff. Right. Now, I've wanted to pick up an album by this guy for a while. I did see that Headley had picked up a few of his albums, and he said he had a bit of a dodgy history. He showed a couple of albums in that box of outlaw country that he picked up. So this is Johnny Paycheck. This is, I think it was, might have even been his last album for a while. So this was recorded, I think, about 84? Something like that. Can't really see a date on here. So it's re-recordings of stuff. So it's got to Take This Job and Shove It on it. There's a lot of stuff. Genie in a Bottle. Is that a famous track of his? I really don't know. On Allegiance. What's the date on it? 83. So I think it's songs that he had recorded previously and he did reversions. I don't know what his vocal performances were like on before, but this one he sounds rough, beaten and weather-worn. I don't know whether he always sounds like that. I have got some other Johnny Paycheck albums that I haven't listened to yet from the 70s, so I'll have to compare. But this was okay. It was a good introduction. I'll just have to find out more about the man, I guess, because I don't really know that much about him. And then finally, I picked up another. I don't know why I picked this up because I already had it. But it was good listening to it again. It made me listen to it again. So this is a compilation from Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. They recorded loads of albums and stuff together. This one's a bit of a funny one. It is definitely a compilation because there's only, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 duets on here. And the rest of the tracks are split equally between Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty. There's some really ordinary covers on here. Like Loretta Lynn does Snowbird and Rose Garden Pretty Girl. Then she does, I just think it's a fairly run-of-the-mill version of Me and Bobby McGee. Possibly the worst version I've heard. And I've also, what else is there? Conway Twitty does Folsom Prison Blues, which is run-of-the-mill. Does a fairly ordinary version of Games People Play. Heartaches by the Number. Loretta Lynn does Stand By Your Man, which sounds almost exactly the same as the Tammy Wynette version. So overall, kind of a real mixed bag. It's okay, but I only paid 50p for it. So, but what a klutz. Has anybody else bought the same album twice because they've forgotten they've got it? And I've done it with CDs, but that's because I've had all my CDs in boxes for years, so I've forgotten what I've actually bought, some of them. But then CDs, it's okay, because maybe you spend 50p on a CD, but I suppose 50p on an album. Don't think it's much of an upgrade, unfortunately. More or less the same condition as the other one. So, oh well, win some, lose some. There you go. Right, so that is my latest batch of stuff I have brought. Little bit of country for you. Be back again soon with several videos that I've got planned. Whether I get around to recording them soon, who knows? But hope you will join me then. Right, cheers everyone, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Cheers. Bye.